Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Garrett Middle School for today's special presentation of Media Day for the Garrett County Golden Lions and Garrett County Lady Lions, as all things basketball today. Dr. Caleb Gresham, Jeff Jacobs, and Scott Boland going to bring you all the action. We're going to talk to the head coaches, Cassandra McWhorter and Casey McRae, along with some players today. We're going to preview the season. We're going to get you excited for Garrett County basketball if you weren't already. But we're going to take our first break and pay tribute to our great sponsors. When we come back, Dr. Caleb Gresham and Scott Boland will be sitting here talking to you about all things Garrett County basketball. This is the Golden Lions Sports Network live on the Countryside BP Studios.
Garrett County Athletics is proudly sponsored by the Bob Allen Motor Mall, First Southern National Bank, Danville Office Equipment, Marksberry Farm, DocuBit, Whitney Ellis Realtor, Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, Sutton Pharmacy, Allison Abrasives, Farmers National Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Weichert Ford Brothers, Central Kentucky Ag Credit, Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, Katie Farthing State Farm, and Whitaker Bank.
Bob Allen is Danville's dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Athletics.
Here we believe in more than just banking, we believe in building legacies.
We're here to walk alongside you, on the fields, in the stands, and in life.
Supporting Garrett County Athletics means investing in our future leaders.
First Southern National Bank, financial wisdom, flourishing lives.
Allison is hiring. Big benefits, real growth, and a team that sees you in our future. Apply now. On Facebook, give us a call or just stop in. Allison Abrasives. Opportunity starts here.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
At Danville Office Equipment, schools and businesses, large and small, count on us every day, and so can you.
We're proud to be your trusted partner, providing office solutions and supplies built on service, a smart approach, and great teamwork. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
At Farmers National Bank, our roots run deep in this community, cultivating opportunities and personal and business growth with people you know and know what's important to you. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Faces you know, a name you can trust. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers. From auctions to dream homes, farms to business properties, no one knows the area better. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers in Lancaster can help you.
Welcome to Katie Farthing State Farm,
where personal service is alive and well.
Not just a policy, help when it matters most.
So, what can we do for you? Your needs, your coverage, Katie Farthing State Farm.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you.
Great people.
Great job.
Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Nothing beats the hometown taste of Lee's Famous Recipe in Lancaster. Go Lions!
Central Kentucky Ag Credit, your hometown team for farm, land, and operating loans. And yes, we're your home loan lender too. Buying or building your dream home in the country? We've got you covered. Find us online at agcreditonline.com.
Choosing the right realtor is like sinking the winning shot or scoring the game-winning run. If you're buying or selling real estate in Garrett or Central Kentucky, give me, Whitney Ellis, a call for the win. Good luck to the Golden Lions and Cougars this season.
Sutton Pharmacy.
Free delivery, easy in and out vaccinations, locally owned. Now that's what I call a hometown pharmacy.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
You're watching the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Welcome back, folks, here at Garrett Middle School for today's basketball preview show as the Garrett County Golden Lions and Lady Lions are having Media Day. Jeff Jacobs, Dr. Caleb Gresham, and Scott Bowling going to bring you all the action. Going to talk to players, going to talk to coaches. But, Coach, before we get started, this is a unique situation because this is the first time we've ever really broadcast in the dark.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, did we pay the electric bill, Scott?
Well, you had asked, you go like, what's different? And I don't know the answer to this, but technology now, they want the flash and they want the whatever the bedazzled it comes with that. That's what I think everybody is trying to look for. But it's a really cool operation as both teams are out getting their pictures taken and previewing the season and what we're going to do today. But we're going to be on the air Tuesday night.
Oh my goodness, man,
basketball's here, and that's kind of hard to believe. It feels like we just rotated out of football season. Now we're into the gym, which is a little bit more temperature controlled. However,
that's what you've always said.
That's what I've always said. However, with our new press box, that's pretty sweet. our new press
temperature
box
stays pretty consistent.
It stays pretty consistent. So we can't complain about that. But Coach, give me a little take on your thoughts on the boys and girls basketball team.
One of the things, Scott, that excites me the most is we have continuity with our coaching staffs.
Yep.
And so for so many years, Garrett County, we didn't have that.
Right.
And just so excited and pleased to have the direction of our basketball programs under the leadership of the girls with Cassandra McCorder and the boys with Casey McCray. I think they are both dedicated. They're committed. I think they're well-respected coaches. They love the game. They treat our student athletes the way that we'd want them to treat them.
You're right.
I'm just excited to kind of see they've been working hard off season. They've been kind of getting ready for this season, and I think it's going to lend itself to a really fun season, Scott.
I agree with you. I think I think you have two totally different programs right now where you have the boys has got a bukus of seniors.
Oh, yeah.
They've probably got 11 seniors, possibly somewhere in that neighborhood, give
That's
or take.
A lot.
The girls have one junior and one senior in the whole program.
Yeah.
So they're very young. So you got two different types of programs. So it's going to be interesting to hear the coaches talk. My goal today is not to call Coach McCray his brother Cam, because I do that every year.
You can do it, Coach.
I know that's one of my goals. But we're gonna go ahead and get head coach Cassandra McCorder in here as Dr. Gresham is going to produce for us here, getting people on the fly. But Miss McCorder, I already messed it up. Miss McCorder is going to step in here as we were talking about. One of my goals today, Coach, is to not call Coach McCray his brother Cam. I do it every year, and then I call you the wrong name, which I've known you for years. But, Coach, thanks for joining us today. We were talking a little bit. This is a unique situation. Lights are out. We're having a media day, all this kind of stuff. I remember back when I coached, we just took a picture for the paper and sent it to them.
This is a lot different even when I was a player and all my coaching years. This is nice for the kids. They enjoy it. It's a fun day, and it's the time we live in.
Well, and it's exciting. And, from a logistical standpoint, practice-wise, it just kind of takes one day out of the picture for everybody, as opposed to, where you're having to balance a bunch of different things. You can go ahead and get all of your media obligations out of the way, which is hard to believe with high school.
It is. But, the world we're living in with NIL deals in
it's
college,
different.
and we're going to see things trickle down, and this is part of it, just the social media and the hoopla of it. But like I said, it's a fun day for the kids. It knocks out a day to where we both are not practicing.
That's
so
right.
we get it out of the way, and media day, we have fun.
And let's talk a little bit about the new. So we're setting about this table that you can't really see right now because we had to turn it off because of all the lights. But it's a awesome table that's going to be able to display sponsors, kids' stats, scores, time. We've got a huge new screen in here that folks are going to really like. I've seen the faces of the kids when we come in. It's going to make a difference.
Well, Meet the Lions night the other night, they were all excited as soon as they came on. And I think Sydney was in here one day before practice and had the board up, and they're all standing out here for a scrimmage last night. They're all watching their videos come up, and they're cheering for each other. So it's a fun time, and it's really neat, and it's a nice added to our gym. So
second year for you. Right? Not obviously second year as head coach forever, but second year here at Garrett. And we were just talking momentarily with Dr. Gresham about two kind of different programs with the boys and the girls. The boys have got 11 seniors, some guys that's been around for a long, long time. You've got a junior and a senior, and then you're led by sophomores, freshmen, eighth graders. You've even got seventh graders on your staff, so on your roster. So tell us a little bit about how do you prepare for the year, but also continue to build for, the progression of years to come?
Well, I think I'm kind of right where Casey was when he got here and started, and just kind of that building phrase. We lose three great seniors last year in Lexi and Erica and Reagan, but, we're young. We're a little inexperienced, but, our girls play really hard.
They do.
And they get after it. It's going to be a building process, and we're going to hit some maybe lumps along the way when we face some older, mature, just more physically. I mean, we're playing against maybe 18, 19-year-olds with 14, 15.
That's right. Sometimes less than that.
I would say 13, 14, 15-year-olds. Yeah.
So I was watching you guys last night. You scrimmaged at Dare. You'd already scrimmaged Buckhorn. And so the season starts next Tuesday night. But a little bit of a different team for you is you're playing extremely fast, getting inline to inline, trying to score in transition, trying to get those quick buckets if we can. What are some things that you're trying to get with these girls that are some keys for the season? I know you're wanting to play extremely fast and get the ball up the floor.
Yeah, the more shots we get up, the more scoring opportunity you have, and the more opportunities you have for those offensive rebounds and maybe put backs and some easy buckets. But it's going to have to start on the defensive end for us. High intensity on defense, really trying to make people uncomfortable with the basketball. And hopefully get some easy transition points to get us going. We don't have that experience yet to really be a half-court team.
Right.
And so, our girls, and I've been challenging them, if you're not in shape, you need to get in shape because we need to get up and down. And if you're not able to go, I need 2 to 4 minutes out of you as hard as you can possibly play. And if your tongue's hanging out, then we'll rotate somebody in and let's go and just keep kind of building that depth as we go through the season and be ready when your number's called.
I slept well last night because how tired I was of watching you guys play. I mean, you were running girls in and out and up and down the floor. And so it is going to be a little different for you offensively on the half-court set, losing Lexi, because Lexi averaged a little over 20 points a game now, playing at Midway College, doing a fantastic job. So now, there were times where Lexi was so experienced and had the ability to put a team on their back. Now it's going to be by committee, or do you see, others stepping up and that role for you this year?
Yeah, right now it's kind of been by committee. We're we've got Bristol, who's a little more experienced probably than anybody as far as game time and playing. Carson, her sister, is right there, handles the ball well.
Which is grown. Man,
has
grown
really tall, which it gives her an added unique, like she's not a post player, but I can start her and maybe run her as our trailer or four or even some screener cross stuff in the paint. And she's so tall with a mismatch.
Right.
Kazia's really worked on her game over the summer and getting more comfortable with the ball and handling it with pressure. And Kendall's just an 8th grader, but she really stepped up last year and gave us big minutes and handles the ball well. So
had a really good middle school season.
And between those four, it's by committee right now. I don't want just to put pressure on one person's shoulder because none of them are really a true point guard.
That's right.
And so by committee, they have that freedom to – out of the four of you, if we get it, we're running, we're going. The others fill our lane and our transition and our sets, so we roll from there.
Well, I know the transitions and sets that you run. You've got probably, without looking at your roster, 8, 9, 10 girls that you would probably feel comfortable in. I think you played, if I was maybe not mistaken, 9 girls in the first quarter last night. So I mean, you've got a lot of options. I mean, you turn and look to your bench and probably as much as anybody as far as options.
Yeah, and that's one thing, you know, especially being a young team, if we can build that depth now and all those girls have that confidence to know when you step on the floor that everyone's looking to score. We started last year talking about just positive body language, and that doesn't mean just being upbeat. That means being a scoring threat when you catch the ball, and that's one thing I was really pleased with after our first scrimmage. We all look to score when we catch it. There's not just one person or two people that, hey, you've got the green light. No, it's a team effort, and I love that about us because, you know, I can't go to the bench. I can go 8 or 9 deep right now. I feel comfortable at that varsity level that they're going to come in, they're going to look to score, they're going to look to do the right things, and they're looking for each other. We're moving the ball and sharing the ball really well.
I've always said this about high school coaches, and you're a perfect example. Now, what is this for you? How many years have you been a head coach?
I can't even
It's
keep
been a
up.
lot.
It's been too many.
It's been a lot. But college coaches have the unique ability to sort of recruit for the style in which they like to coach. High school don't have that at a lot of places. Maybe some places do, but at a lot of places. So you have to kind of build your style each and every year to fit what you've got, you know, and you've been around for a long, long time, been super successful the whole time you've been there. What's that like trying to, you know what you want to do in your mind, you know, but just to match what each team brings and their skill each and every year is different.
Yeah, it's different from year to year, you know, and without Lexi, like we talked about, you know, she was able to just get it and go. A lot of teams couldn't press us because she was a one-person press breaker.
Sure.
And so I think we'll see a lot of teams try to press us a little bit more, and that's why by that committee, hopefully we'll be able to handle that okay. And it is different from year to year because you have to build around what you have, and you've got to make adjustments, and sometimes that takes a little while. It takes a little longer than you would like as a coach sometimes to really learn your players, and just being second year with this group of young ladies, you're still learning some of their abilities, and they're growing so much and they're improving so much each day that, you know, you've got to get comfortable with what you have, what they're capable of, what they're comfortable with, but at the same time trying to push them out of their comfort zone. You are building for that future.
That's exactly right. Before I let you go, let's talk a little bit about your staff. You've got a great staff, and you know, I'll let you talk about them. But before we talk about it, the whole staff. Maddie Day being back, Maddie Day Lay. I have a hard time saying Lay, but Maddie Day Lay being back, you know, just said, you know, alumni of Garrett County, been on the staff for many years and doing stuff, the battles that she's had to have. It's great to see her in the gym and to see her on the sidelines.
It's really been a blessing to have her back. The girls, of course, just absolutely thrilled that she's back.
That's
She does a lot of behind-the-scene things for me that, you know, people don't realize you have to do as a coach and realize the time that it takes between your KHSAA stuff, rosters, physicals. She's doing a lot of cool things with our girls every day that makes practice exciting. She's got questions waiting for them to answer and mic them up, and little social media pubs with the girls. It's just fun stuff. And you know, I've called her so far, you're my brains. She's making sure I've got my T's crossed, my I's dotted of everything we've got to do as a coaching staff. But it's really great to have her back. And really it's just a daily also just a motivation from her to see what she's going through. You know, we took the team to Louisville last Saturday to see that game, and unfortunately she wasn't able to go with us with her round of chemo.
She sent a picture.
She sent a picture of those L's down. Sorry, Coach McCray.
That's all right. He'll be all right.
But you know, it's a motivation for the girls too to see if she can be here every day and she can be dedicated. You know, why can't I?
That's right.
And just a daily reminder for them and for us as a coaching staff as well.
So you brought another newbie, not new to Garrett County Athletics back, but new to coaching for a little while. So she's taking a little break, and Ashley Meadows.
Yes, very excited that Coach Meadows is with us. Her experience in just Garrett County basketball and post play and passion. It's been a really pleasure to have her already. The girls, the post players are like, gosh, Coach, like, and so she's challenging them every day, and she's giving it. She was vocal last night in her scrimmage. You know, it's really good for the girls. So we're super excited to have her back as well.
Carolina Gonzalez back, and she headed up your middle school program and did a fantastic job this year.
Yes,
absolutely.
I've
just watching her grow. You know, obviously she was a great player, but she's just early in her coaching career, just seeing her grow day to day.
Yeah, Yeah, she's our young one, and she's that youth, and only her second year of coaching, but she did a great job with the middle school program. The girls really respond well to her. She has a very calm demeanor.
Oh, yeah.
And she really got what I was trying to do last year within the program and just philosophy of things, and able to relay that now to our middle school and help build that gap between programs. And so when those young ones do get to us, we're not having to reteach her or reinvent the wheel. She's done a really good job. So, still trying to get her a little more vocal, and that's that youth and things like that, and her personality. But she relates really well with the girls, and just really pleased and happy to have the staff that I have, and really fortunate and thankful for them because they're all wore that Golden Line uniform, and there's nothing like having that pride of where you played and be there. So it's a special group. We're going to call ourselves the Golden Girls.
Hey, I like it.
We're working on a Golden Girl picture today.
I love it. And last but certainly not least, I've got little Rick Pitino and Elijah McPherson.
That's right.
And Elijah just hangs with us in there every year and consistent. He loves the program. He loves being a part. And he, of course, obviously he has a day job that doesn't allow him to be here all the time, but loves the program and loves the girls.
Yes, absolutely. Elijah, we love having him around. The girls get excited every time he can come in the gym during practice, steps in. It doesn't matter what drill we're in. They see him step in there, Elijah! They get excited. But, he stepped up last year and had to help us with stats with Coach Matty not being able to hear. And I think this year he's going to help us be able to keep some things that the other team's doing. So at halftime when we go in, we can make an adjustment. Yeah. So it's just nice to have him as a part, and he's always happy
loves
and just loves to be here.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you. You're going to be here Tuesday night supporting you guys as you all open up against Thomas More at 6 o'clock, right? Y'all the first game?
We're the first game.
We'll have that. If you got a couple players here that we're going to be able to talk to, you may have to go over there and find some. But if you'll find us some girls to go over and talk, thanks, my friend.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Best of luck. This is head coach Cassandra McWhorter. It's her second year as the head coach of Garrett County, as it is always a good time to sit down and talk to the coaches. It's always really busy because they got a lot of things going on, but it is pretty neat you have all the girls out here and the guys on one end and the girls on the other, and getting a chance to have their pictures taken. Step in here, Brittles, as Miss Bristol Powell is going to step in here and talk to us. And who else do we have talking today? We got Gazaya McWhorter. Sit down here, Miss Gazaya.
Oh, are we legit?
Yeah, we're legit, girl. What do you think this is? Hey, there you go.
Oh, I hear you.
See, I hear you.
Gosh,
I hear you too. Can you believe it? That's what these headphones actually do. That's awful cool. So we have two girls here for the Lady Lions program. We're excited to have you. You're leaving me hanging.
Oh, sorry.
Leaving me hanging. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Bristol, we'll start with you just for a little bit. Sophomore for the Garrett County Lady Lions. Doesn't feel like it. So this is probably, well, I guess you played some as a 7th grader. So this is your 4th year in the program. You've seen the program evolve, and you've evolved. And just watching you last night in the scrimmage, I can tell you're much more confident in what you're doing, which is great because you've always had the skill. It's just a matter of how confident you are. What's kind of the role you can see yourself taking this year?
I want to try to be more of a leader and just show off what I can actually do.
And we were talking the difference in the boys program and the girls. The boys program has 11 seniors. The girls program has a junior and a senior and then sophomore down. So there's a lot of what we would call youth, but experienced youth, because even Kazaya has been on the team for a while, and a lot of these gals have. So what are some things you're trying to do in practice each and every day to help the young girls that hasn't been through the battles you've been through?
Talk, communicate. If they mess up a drill, you just kind of help them up, teach them how to do it, and just show them what this program is.
Well, that's a good thing. That's how you be that leader. Because so for you, this is the 2nd year for you in the Garrett County Lady Lions program, and I know that it just means a lot because you see your mom on the sideline, and you've seen tapes of your mom playing in the past. And so tell us before we get started, what's it like playing in with your mom every day, because there's got to be a little bit of a difference between mom and coach. What's that like for you?
Yeah, well, kind of at first it was hard for me to adjust from just her being mom to coaching and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've definitely learned as soon as I put foot on that floor, she's coach, and there's no talking back. There's none of that for sure.
So that's an interesting dynamic for sure. But let's talk a little bit about your team. Either one of you can take it. What are going to be some of the things we're going to see from the Lady Lions this year that maybe we've seen in years past? Maybe is something new.
We're definitely going to be aggressive.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to work harder than everybody.
I love it.
What's our quote?
Now,
never outworked.
There you go. See, I love it.
That's our motto this season. Never outworked now. The time is now.
I love it. I was talking to Coach McWhorter. I told her I was wore out watching you guys last night because you are in line to in line. You're back tipping. You're sprinting up and down the floor, playing at a little bit of a different pace. It's the pace I know Coach wants you all to play at.
Yeah.
She was talking about defensively is going to be something you're going to kind of hang your hat on. Team-wise, with you all, lots of speed on the floor. What are some of your all's defensive philosophies that you're focusing on this year as far as how do you want to stop teams?
So we're going to cut off sideline and have help side.
Yeah.
And just communication on the floor is going to be key.
Yeah. Well,
for sure.
and I could tell last night you're all sprinting, the speed, able to back tip, do some things. Trap you haven't always been able to do because you've been younger.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about what's your season, what's your kind of your goals for the season. What are you all looking forward to?
We're going to limit turnovers because last night we had a lot that we didn't need.
A lot of turnovers.
And we're just trying to. God, I can't find the word.
Well, I feel like for you tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but for you guys, it's a matter of just playing as a unit, right?
Yeah.
Because you all have so many different options. At one particular night, it wouldn't shock me to see in the first 5 games you have 5 different leading scorers because all of you can do different things, even if more than that. So the versatility has got to be something that's unique. You can always look for somebody else to do something. Before we let you go, we'll talk a little bit about her playing for her mom. You're playing with your sister. Last year you actually played with 2 sisters.
Yes.
And so Reagan has graduated and moved on to college, and now Karsten has grown and it's not little Karsten anymore. What's it like, going to battle with your sister every day?
In practice, we always somehow end up guarding each other, and it's really difficult because she's has an 8-foot wingspan.
She does.
And I hate when she guards me, but it only makes me better.
Yeah.
But after games, we go home, we talk about it, and we just figure out ways to help each other on the floor. We make sure to work together.
I love it. A lot of, that's the part of it. We were talking about your all's coaching staff, and everybody has either played here or was even Elijah is a former Garrett County Golden Line. And so everybody's got that pride. And when you put that Garrett across your chest, it does mean a little different, right? When you're out here night in and night out. So Tuesday night, we're going to start up with you guys, Thomas Nelson. We're excited about that. We'll be here as the boys and girls are going to have a doubleheader. You all at 6 o'clock. Thank you, Bristol.
Thank you
so
so much.
Best of luck to you all.
Have a
We're going to take a break. Thank you, guys. You too. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll take a break, and we come back. We're going to switch and transition over to the boys team as we'll have head coach Casey McCray with us. This is the Go Lions Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Athletics.
Here we believe in more than just banking, we believe in building legacies. We're here to walk alongside you, on the fields, in the stands, and in life.
Supporting Garrett County Athletics means investing in our future leaders.
First Southern National Bank, financial wisdom, flourishing lives.
Allison is hiring. Big benefits, real growth, and a team that sees you in our future. Apply now. On Facebook, give us a call or just stop in. Allison Abrasives. Opportunity starts here.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
At Danville Office Equipment, schools and businesses, large and small, count on us every day, and so can you.
We're proud to be your trusted partner, providing office solutions and supplies built on service, a smart approach, and great teamwork. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
At Farmers National Bank, our roots run deep in this community, cultivating opportunities and personal and business growth with people you know and know what's important to you. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Faces you know, a name you can trust. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers. From auctions to dream homes, farms to business properties, no one knows the area better. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers in Lancaster can help you.
Welcome to Katie Farthing State Farm. where personal service is alive and well.
Not just a policy, help when it matters most.
So, what can we do for you? Your needs, your coverage, Katie Farthing State Farm.
Buy local, eat well at Marks Berry Farm.
We're growing and we need you.
Great people.
Great job.
Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Nothing beats the hometown taste of Lee's famous recipe in Lancaster. Go Lions!
Central Kentucky Ag Credit, your hometown team for farm, land, and operating loans. And yes, we're your home loan lender too. Buying or building your dream home in the country? We've got you covered. Find us online at agcreditonline.com.
Choosing the right realtor is like sinking the winning shot or scoring the game-winning run. If you're buying or selling real estate in Garrett or Central Kentucky, give me, Whitney Ellis, a call for the win. Good luck to the Golden Lions and Cougars this season.
Sutton Pharmacy.
Free delivery, easy in and out vaccinations, locally owned. Now that's what I call a hometown pharmacy.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
You're watching the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Welcome back, folks, here at Garrett Middle School for the Garrett County Basketball Preview Show. We've already met with head coach Cassandra McCorder with the Lady Lions and a couple of players with Bristol Powell and Keziah McCorder. And now we're excited to be joined by Casey McCray, not Cameron McCray, which is your older brother, which I've made that mistake every year. So I've gotten past that. But, Coach, excited to have you back. Third year here for the Golden Lions. You know, it's exciting time, as you know. We were talking with Coach McCorder, two totally different teams. You got a buku of seniors, 11 seniors, and she's at a very young age. Yes. And she made the reference. She's kind of where you were when you started.
100%.
You know, and 100%. So you've had all these guys.
Right, and you know that's one thing that you can really tell. And even year one into year two was such it was a smooth transition. Right. You know, year one I came in, I was trying to implement everything I wanted to do. Year two, it was a lot more smooth. Year three has been even more smooth. So these kids have really grown, really matured, both on and off the floor. I have a good group of seniors, and they're my core group, and it is night and day different from my first year to right now. You know, they're kind of grown men to an extent. They're bigger than me now. They might be stronger than me, a couple of them, but I'm not going to tell them that.
That's what. We're not going to tell them that. I don't want them to watch this. But we watched you all scrimmage on Monday night, and I talked to you yesterday about it. You know, there's an obvious difference when you look at those kids. Right. You know, and you look at some of them, how they're cut up now, and you know they've lost, they've grown up. Yes. They've lost some of that baby weight. Now they're grown men, like you said. They got big muscles, big arms, and they fly up and down the floor.
Yeah.
So
and I think I mentioned this last year is like. My first year, we looked like a JV team. Last year, we looked like a varsity team. And then this year, again, we look like a varsity team. Well, like it feels good to be able to coach those kids and know, like, okay, we at least look the part. We look like we can play.
Well, you know, I coached as well one time. And if you're sitting in the stands and you watch a team walk in, you guys are going to pass the eye test. Exactly. Because when you sit there and your first look at them, you're like, whoa. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
And we have a lot of length, too. We're taller than we've been, you know, in my tenure here. And you know, we got long arms that goes for days. So, you know, that is something I'm very excited about as well.
And you're twitchy. You got some kids that can really move, and you know, they move well inline to inline, but they're also quick jumpers and, like you said, long. And so that's got to be something that you're going to play into to your style.
And, you know, it's not necessarily something I've been used to because, you know, in year one we were so young. Year two, we were kind of in the middle. But now we're even bigger, faster, and stronger. And we haven't been that way in my tenure here. So I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to coaching these guys and seeing what we can do.
So what are you doing now in practice in that third year? You are progressing. They know your vocabulary. Right. They know what you're expecting, your expectations. So what are some things you're able to do now in this third year in practice leading up to December 2nd that you haven't been able to do before?
I study a lot in the summer. I try to figure out what am I going to do differently because, as a coach, every year I evaluate myself. You know? So what can I do differently? How can we get better? How can I get this group? Because no group's the same. This isn't college. I can't recruit who I want to recruit.
We just had that conversation with Coach.
Well, see, there you go. So, you get these kids, and so you have to adapt your play style to what you have. Mm-hmm. But as far as like terminology and stuff, we can get more in depth. We can go, maybe we're switching ball screens on the left side of the floor where the right side of the floor we're going to ice the ball screen. So they're able to pick that stuff up. Mm-hmm. It's so much quicker and so much smoother than it's been in the past. But that's just for an example. Yeah. If you look offensively, we've looked at a couple of things conceptually. Not so much stagnant. I'm calling a set. I'm trying to give them a little more freedom, kind of let them play out of it and see how that looks. So they've done a really good job with everything that I've asked them to do. The group, when I've been with them for going on 3 years, they've never wavered. They trust me. We have great relationships. We talk all the time in school. They're always in and out of my classroom.
Sure.
So sometimes I can't get rid of them, and I want to get rid of them. But no, it's a good. The rapport is good. Relationships are good. Locker room's good. We're doing well right now.
Well, and so you're replacing a little bit like the girls last year, where they replaced Lexi. You're replacing Jaden, and Jaden carried a big load for you last year, offensively, being able to score. Maybe some when things broke down one-on-one, he was able to score for you. So what are some things you're doing to be more conceptually for the whole team as opposed to just having one guy?
And I think that comes along with when you lose a senior class that I lost, you lose leadership, you lose scoring, you lose rebounding, you lose ball handling.
Could shoot the basketball for you, and you had all those guys.
Yeah. And when you lose those things, you have to figure out how to fill the roles that these other guys to fill the roles, and they've done a good job, and I think that it helps them play. They're playing a little more free. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're not necessarily looking for one person to score. And I've kind of changed my and that's one way that I feel like I've changed this year is that our shot selection. I don't harp on it as much, and I think I've made that mistake in past years where I feel like we have to get a perfect shot every single time down the floor, and if we don't, I'm just distraught. But I've learned to adapt and say, okay, if we get a good shot, that's good.
Right.
Okay, and you're not going to get a perfect shot every time, but we want to hunt great shots, and we want to crash the glass when we want to give ourselves opportunity to get offensive rebounds when we miss those shots.
So you're dead on with that with your team, because sometimes it can get to the point to where when you have a team like you do that can jump and rebound, sometimes a bad shot's better than a turnover.
Right, 100%.
So you can't rebound a turnover and 100%. Stick it back in, but you can rebound a bad shot.
Exactly, and I've always, and again, in my research as far as this summer, it's like if we get a good shot 3 seconds down the floor, that's great.
Right.
If we get a good shot 33 seconds down the floor, that's great.
Right.
We just are hunting great shots to see what we can do, and if we shoot it and miss it, let's go get the daggone ball and go,
and do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
And do it again.
Exactly.
And so early offense is something I've enjoy watching you all practice. You spend a lot of time with your secondary break.
Yep.
This team looks like they can get up and down the floor and probably score early.
Yeah, and I sometimes actually I do go home every night and I'm hoarse because I feel like John Calipari, because when we get a rebound, go. That's all I'm saying. So just trying to get them in and really implementing it in drill work in practice, where it's like, okay, we have to get the ball, obtain the rebound, get it out and go. 2 or 3 seconds, we should be on the other side of the floor. Yeah. So we're just trying to play as fast as we can, and I think it's a fun style to play. I think the kids like to play it. I think you can play more guys when you play that way. I think we have the athleticism and the capability and the roster to play that way this year. So we're looking to play fast, and as the season goes on, and I've thought I think about this stuff all the time, but that's how we want to play early. And if we have to tweak some things as the year goes on, then obviously we're going to do what we need to do to give ourselves the best chance to win.
And then once you get into the season, then it starts. You've got conceptually what you're trying to do, and then you're tweaking it per team.
Exactly. 100%.
And trying to get you ready for that. Talk a little bit about your roster. I know you have it's a deep senior class.
I have a lot of seniors. I have 11 seniors. I have one junior and Gavin Baker, one sophomore Gavin No, and one freshman Ryan No.
Isn't that wild?
So that's my core right now for the varsity team. And again, a lot of leadership, a lot of maturity, a lot of I let these guys vote on captains. They vote for 3, but I want all 11 seniors to be a captain because they know my expectations. They know what I expect. They know how I want to run things. They know how I want to do things. So and I tell them all the time, guys, this is not my team.
Right.
This is your team. And early in my career, I always thought, I heard people say, I was not a head coach yet, but I heard people say, a player-led team is better than a coach-led team. And I said, that's the craziest thing ever. There's no way. But in my 3 years of being a head coach, that statement could not be more true.
Yeah.
And I think that this group has an opportunity to be a player-led team. And I said, in order to be who you want to be, you have to be a player-led team.
That's right.
Hold each other accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Do things the right way. Let's get this. Let's take one more step. Last year we had a good year. All right,
that's right.
That's a good year. But we don't want to take a step backwards. We want to take a step forwards.
Right.
We want to keep obtaining and keep pushing that. We want to make a region tournament, and that's been my goal ever since I took this job.
I love it, man. I'm all for it. So let's talk a little bit about getting to that regional tournament.
Right.
District play. We discussed this a little bit yesterday, and without going in depth with all the teams, it looks like this year there's at least 4, possibly 5 teams that you're all going to be relatively close.
And I think it's Groundhog Day in the 45th.
It really is.
It's always the same.
It's a grind.
It is, and you have 6 teams counting KSD, and you play the 5 twice, so that's 10 regular season games that you're getting right there, or 8, I guess. But it's a grind. You're right. You're exactly right. You got Lincoln. Jeff Jackson is one of the best to ever do it in this area, especially.
Right.
But so you have him. You have a new coach at Boyle, but you have athletes. You have
physicality.
Harper Webb, who I think is one of the best guards in the region.
I'll give him a little plug. He's a pretty good golfer.
He's a good golfer. He could beat me, but it does not take much to beat me. So
he's a pretty good golfer,
right? But no, and then you look at DCA. They have something that nobody else in the district has, and that's a little bit more height than all of us. So
6'11" wing.
Exactly. So they're going to reload and be right there with us. And then Danville, Tryson does a great job, and I know that
super athletic.
They're going to give us, it's going to be a fight night in, night out, no matter who you play.
It is, and and it's been like that for years, and for better or worse,
right.
Your teams are better once you get to the district tournament.
100%.
Because you've went through that gauntlet and getting to that point. So start out Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
We got Thomas Nelson. I was going to call it Thomas Moore, but you're not playing at college.
Nope, that's
you're
not
me.
Playing them. That's not me.
But starting with Thomas Nelson, you all play the second game.
Yes.
Then you got Wayne, and then
Bourbon County.
All at home.
All at home.
So first week you got a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So opportunities to come out and see the Golden Lions and ready to rock and roll.
We'll be ready to roll.
Well, we're excited for you, man. We're going to be following you as always. We'll have all the district doubleheaders, and we've got some others we're going to do. If you'll give me a couple kids, man, we'll talk to them. Best of luck. Casey McCray, not Cameron, for all of you all that are sitting there looking at it. But yes, we're going to get a couple players that Coach McCray. See, man, I did so good.
You got close.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I did so good.
That's all right.
As Coach McCray is going to get us a couple of folks that are over there not taking pictures right now, and we're going to go ahead and talk to them. But if you'll go ahead and get them, Coach, and we'll be ready to roll. As again, today is a really cool day. As if you can see it over our shoulder in some pictures that Jeff's able to get, as the kids. This is not your 1980s, 1990s media day. They've got the lights turned out. There's smoke, or not real smoke. Don't panic. They've got all kinds of stuff and lights and colors. It's really, really cool. It kind of makes my bald head shine a little bit, which is okay. But that's one of the things. But that's Coach McCorder and Coach McCray. And so had a parent here that's chimed in and sent me a text, said the impact that Coach has made off the court, mentorship of the boys has been amazing. Said wins are great, but it's awesome to see how he, my thing died, how he tries to help them succeed in life off the court, and that's what it's all about. I mean, we've got folks, when I was coaching, and I would tell them, when I was coaching boys and when I was coaching girls, I hope you all make a living playing basketball and you support your family, but if you don't, we're all going to be successful husbands or wives and moms and dads and all those things. It looks like, man, Oscar, as we've got Oscar Montgomery, Sam Montgomery, some people call you. Coach Gresham, Jeff Jacobs, and I like to call you Oscar Montgomery, if you're all right with that. I mean, you're okay with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the reason we call you that is because you get every rebound. And I always talk about this as we have Big Country comes in here and sits down to us. How are you, Big Country?
Good, how are you?
As we talk about rebounds and then rebounding out of your area, you always like to rebound out of your areas means you go get everything. And so that's kind of what Oscar Sheboy did.
That's my job.
So that's your job. So we got Sam Montgomery and we've got Big Country in here sitting down with us and Mason Agee. And guys, we appreciate it. You guys have been here now with Coach McCray for a while. What's different? What's different this year than from last year and even the first year that you were here, Sam?
We're a lot bigger, all around. We got good size, and we pass it a lot more this year, honestly.
That's good.
Great teamwork.
I love it. What about it, Big Country?
I think we got a lot more older guys this year. Last year we had 5 seniors, I think. We're a pretty senior-heavy team. We got 10, so, expectations are high. We got a lot of experience, so we're looking at making a run. So,
well, I would tell you, I watched you guys play the other night and was impressed with a lot of different things. But first and foremost, I could tell the weight room has been a friend.
Yeah.
You guys, all of you all. So I've been around Sam since Sam was in kindergarten, for a long, long time. And Sam has grown, obviously. But all of you guys, I can tell you've put some work in the weight room.
Yeah, live 5 days a week, every one of us.
Well, and you can tell. I mean, you guys are cut up. One of the things that's impressive for me is, one, you're very physical, but two, you guys get up and down the floor about as quick as anybody I've seen. Is that something that Coach McCray is pushing you guys each and every day?
Yeah, every practice, we got to push up down the floor. That's our goal. Be faster than the team.
I love it.
This year I was going to say, we're looking at pushing in transition, trying to catch teams off guard. We're trying to get down there, beat them down the floor, A lot of teams are going to be slow pace, control it. We want to try to control the tempo and just,
So, Mason, let's talk. You had a very successful football career. And my hat's off to you. I absolutely loved watching you play football. What's the transition been like physically for you, for your legs? I mean, I know you were in shape for football, but football shape and basketball, it's just a different type of running. So what's the transition been like?
I'll agree with you there. Football shape and basketball shape are two different things. Coming off football, you're hard 30 seconds off, hard 30 seconds, 30 seconds off. Basketball is kind of more, you got to have more conditioning. I will say, you're not getting hit all the time, so, your body ain't as sore the next day. But, my knees, I feel like going from the turf to grass and you come back in on the hardwood, it's a little more different. But I like waking up, the next day and not being
like
sore.
You hit like a truck.
Yeah, I can walk the next day.
Now, I will tell you this. Your all's practices are as physical as anybody's that I've seen. You all have a lot of guys that are built similarly, as you all are very aggressive. You go to the glass and do a lot of things. If you take Trey and Hunter, and a lot of you guys don't care to mix it up. Practices seem to be pretty physical.
Yeah. We pride ourselves in physicality.
Well, so let's kind of step away from Garrett basketball for a minute, Sam. You growing up playing in churches, you played with guys 15, 20 years older than you growing up, right?
Yeah.
So how did that prepare you to kind of get to this? Because right now you're not seeing too many Matt Lanes out there that you're having to rebound or the Warrior. So you're actually out here. How's that prepared you for this?
It's great because nobody's expecting me to be as physical, and I'm used to getting pushed around a lot from where I've been growing up and playing so much with older people. So it's a lot it's a little bit slower sometimes, and sometimes it's just a lot easier to get to the rim because they're not throwing their bodies on me.
Yeah, well, and which is a good piece there if you don't have to. So you two guys are very similar, but you're also very different. So you're kind of working to stretch out, be more a little stretch 3, stretch 4, but you can also get in there and mix it up. I've not seen anybody in all my days that been able to move you yet. So when you get set, you're set. So the ability that you guys have as a team right now to go rebound to basketball, how's Coach McCray pushing that on you every day to be one of the best things you all do?
McCray really emphasizes getting the boards, because we can all dominate the glass. You got Hunter, big for a guard,
absolutely.
At this level. Sam, lanky, tall, he can jump, get up there, me, big inside. We got a lot of different pieces. I don't think a team should out-rebound us this year because, we got size. We're built. Like you said, we've been in the weight room. Everybody's been working hard.
Right.
I think we're stockier and built more than everything. So we just got to get every board. We dominate every night.
So Coach and I talked a little bit about one of the philosophies I'd always said jokingly when I was coaching that you want to shoot it before you turn it over. But, for you guys, sometimes – a bad shot is not terrible because y'all can go get a rebound.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
So if it's I would much rather see a bad shot than a turnover because chances are you're going to have a pretty good shot of going and sticking that thing back in.
Yes, sir.
So you got to assume everything is a miss, right? And just take off and crash. One of the things I noticed about you guys the other night, you put a lot of emphasis on your defensive end. You guys were really physical. You played Pulaski County, which is a perennial powerhouse in the region, and were able to guard them as well as anybody. Is that something that Coach McCray is bringing to the practice table every day?
Yes, sir. We go through a lot of defensive stuff. Coach has really been emphasizing getting one play at a time, one stop. You get one stop, then you transition in the offense.
Right.
Like he's real heavy on defense. We'll make your offense work.
That's right.
You have slumps on offense. It's not, it happens. It's basketball. But on the defensive side is where you're going to make up the game and stuff.
I love it, man. So let's talk a little bit about the season before I let you guys go. What are some goals you guys have? Obviously, you want to be very successful. What are some things you all are talking about? I know the whiteboard in there, and everybody's got stuff on the whiteboard. And what are some goals that you guys are putting on the whiteboard?
Win the districts.
Yeah.
Win districts.
I love it. Let's go in. We talked about the 45th district year in and year out. It's a grind, right? It's a grind. You got a lot of other districts that are very difficult as well, but I'd put the 45th against anybody.
Sure.
So winning the district, obviously, and getting to the regional tournament. What are some things for you, Big Country?
As a team, I believe that we have a shot to make a region run.
That's right.
I just want to get to that region, get in the game, get in the tournament, see how it feels to play.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's our main team goal is to make a region run.
I love it, man. Well, I tell you, I really I tell people this all the time, and Dr. Gresham says it too. We've got great athletes. We've got great students. I would put our kids up against anybody. Of course, you're grown men now. The how mature you guys are, how good of young men and young women we have, I will put you up against anybody in the nation. I appreciate you guys. We're thankful as we had Keziah McWhorter and Bristol Powell in here as well, and all of your all's teammates. And we thank you guys for representing Garrett County the way you do. Best of luck to you. We're going to be following you. We'll be here Tuesday night for your first game against Thomas Nelson. As we'll be ready to go. Hang in here with us a second. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Jeff, do you want to do any more as far as talking, or are you good? All right, folks. Well, we appreciate it. Again, this has been the Garrett County Golden Lion Basketball Preview Show. We'll be on the air Tuesday night here at Garrett Middle School with the Garrett County Golden Lions. We'll be playing at 7:30, the Garrett County Lady Lions at 6 o'clock. Both of them playing Thomas Nelson to kick off their 2025-2026 season. For Jeff Jacobs, Dr. Caleb Gresham, and Scott Boland, God bless America, and let's go Garrett County.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Athletics.
Here we believe in more than just banking, we believe in building legacies.
We're here to walk alongside you on the fields, in the stands, and in life. Supporting Garrett County Athletics means investing in our future leaders.
First Southern National Bank, financial wisdom, flourishing lives.
Allison is hiring. Big benefits, real growth, and a team that sees you in our future. Apply now. On Facebook, give us a call or just stop in. Allison Abrasives. Opportunity starts here.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
At Danville Office Equipment, schools and businesses, large and small, count on us every day. And so can you.
We're proud to be your trusted partner, providing office solutions and supplies built on service, a smart approach, and great teamwork. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
At Farmers National Bank, our roots run deep in this community, cultivating opportunities and personal and business growth with people you know and know what's important to you. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Faces you know, a name you can trust. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers. From auctions to dream homes, farms to business properties, no one knows the area better. Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers Auctioneers in Lancaster can help you.
Welcome to Katie Farthing State Farm,
where personal service is alive and well.
Not just a policy, help when it matters most.
So, what can we do for you? Your needs, your coverage, Katie Farthing State Farm.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you.
Great people.
Great job.
Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Nothing beats the hometown taste of Lee's famous recipe in Lancaster. Go Lions!
Central Kentucky Ag Credit, your hometown team for farm, land, and operating loans. And yes, we're your home loan lender too. Buying or building your dream home in the country? We've got you covered. Find us online at agcreditonline.com.
Choosing the right realtor is like sinking the winning shot or scoring the game-winning run. If you're buying or selling real estate in Garrett or Central Kentucky, give me, Whitney Ellis, a call for the win. Good luck to the Golden Lions and Cougars this season.
Sutton Pharmacy.
Free delivery, easy in and out vaccinations, locally owned. Now that's what I call a hometown pharmacy.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
You're watching the Golden Lion Sports Network.